A lot of the characters actually have multiple names, which was very confusing for a young character. If you're wondering, I am still not off the high that getting these books has given me, and I just wanted to go through some of the features and some of the things that I think are super cool. But before I do that, I have to talk about today's sponsor. So Boxu makes a perfect and memorable gift for anyone in your life who appreciates Japanese snacks and culture, especially during a time where people aren't able to travel as easily as they would like. And actually, not only would you be gifting them Boxu, which is already awesome, but also you would be technically gifting them a chance to win free tickets to Japan because Boxu is having a giveaway. They'll be picking one lucky winner to win a free set of tickets, and anyone who is subscribed before December 31st is automatically entered. Want free tickets to Japan? Use my code and link to become eligible to win the giveaway by subscribing to Boxu. My code will get you 10% off your subscription. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity available for anyone who subscribes until December 31st. Puku Puku Thai chocolate. Oh my god, so that is all chocolate mousse in there. From Aomori, Japan's apple prefecture. I want to bite into that middle. It's like apple cookie dough. Edamame Senbai. These are so good. Holy. It's got this like extremely savory salt. The world's first chocolate infused strawberry. That is so refreshingly sweet. I would 1000% recommend Boxu as a Christmas gift or even just a nice gift to yourself. So if you guys are interested, be sure to check the link in my description. Now, right off the bat, the art is absolutely stunning. I'm sorry, this is the best picture out of all the 3 book releases in my opinion. I love this. And you know it's a good cover because when I was at Chapters purchasing this, the lady behind the counter was like, oh wow, this looks so good. I might have to read it. And I'm like, hell yeah, you should read it. It's my freaking life. Just from this image alone, it's so striking and there's intrigue and there's a handsome man, and is that a woman or a man? We don't know. And also, something else is, I saw some people had some thoughts about the font used here. I don't think a lot of people realized the amount of thought that went into this font. We've got Ming here, which looks like the sword. We've got the clouds for heaven. The B is one of Hua Chung's butterflies. The G is for Shilian's sword. And the S is shaped like Royer. This is actually full of special Easter eggs, and it's just the tip of the iceberg for the amount of thought that went into this. Right here, we've got the number 1 because this is the first volume of many. And even though this is the North American English publication, we do still have the Chinese name below, Tingguan Cifu. It just looks so good. I love it. I honestly love how this cover looks. Now, along the side, we do have it in a different font, and we've got that Tingguan Cifu even bolder. They even went through the trouble of putting a little butterfly there, and at the very bottom, you can see our incredible publisher, Seven Seas. On the back, we have another beautiful design with this giant butterfly, another little butterfly up here, and we've got these really cool, deep, dark, blood red flowers. Everything is so symbolic to the story and means so much about the characters. I've honestly never seen a book cover that has so much thought put into the art and design of it all. Even just how this back is formatted, I just love it. I think it looks so good. A god fallen, a ghost risen. Born the crown prince of a prosperous kingdom, Shilian was renowned for his beauty, strength, and purity. His years of dedicated study and noble deeds allowed him to ascend to godhood. But those who rise may also fall, and fall he does, cast from the heavens and banished to the world below. 800 years after his mortal life, Shilian has ascended to godhood for the 3rd time, angering most of the gods in the process. To repay his debts, he is sent to the mortal realm to hunt down violent ghosts and troublemaking spirits who prey on the living. Along his travels, he meets the fascinating and brilliant Sanlong, a young man with whom he feels an instant connection. Yet, Sanlong is clearly more than he appears. What mysteries lie behind that carefree smile? Right? Like, oh my gosh, you get a little hint of the romance just from that? And you, like, if you went into this not knowing anything about Heaven Official's Blessing, you're like, oh, is that Sanlong? Is that the mysterious youth with the charming smile? Also, look, they're holding hands. And on the back, they've got this other little thing that says Donmei and Seven Seas Entertainment. And if you don't know what Donmei is, it's pretty cool because in the back of the book, there's a glossary. But we'll get to that in a second. There's still so much more to look at. So if you just open the front page up, look at this. We've got this incredibly printed book with this amazing butterfly pattern. And here we've got credits for our incredible translators. We've got Suika and Pengi, who is the editor. Cover and color illustration by Tai 3. The interior illustrations by Zelda CW. And it was presented by Seven Seas Entertainment. And again, we got the Chinese name, Tingguan Sifu. This is just so cool, and it's got this like galaxy watercolor spray. It just looks so nice. And inside, ooh, that kind of looks like blood, wouldn't you say? And this here is Mo Sheng Tongshu's name written out in the characters. And if you didn't already love the art enough, here it is in a full like 16:9 size. I actually have this art in a poster up here. That crisp like cyan and red just looks so striking. It looks so good. When I was at Chapters, there were a couple girls helping me find the books, and they were like, oh wow, I really like how the red one looks. And I was like, yeah, read the red one first. Look at them, it's just romantic, and they're underneath the moon. We even got wolves howling. This is, you know the scene. This is the scene where he meets Hua Cheng, and there's all the zombie guys and the wolf guys. It's awesome. And then you flip the page, and we have another gorgeous piece of interior art. This is later on in the story when Sanlong is helping out with Puchi Shrine, and Xilian's there. I wonder if they call it Puchi Shrine or Chestnut Shrine here. We'll have to read to find out, but this is just a little domestic look. I love how this is like epic ghost adventure look, and then this is like little domestic life look. And then from here on out, all the pictures inside are in black and white. On the left here, we've just got some more credits and stuff. This was printed in Canada. Interior layout and design done by Clay Gardner. Amazing job, Clay Gardner. And then we have our table of contents. Now this book has 11 chapters, with also an appendix with a character and name guide and a glossary. And something else really cool is that a lot of us did actually read this while it was still available online. And they have what the online chapter would have been. So the online chapter 1, they actually just turned into the prologue. And as you go on, you actually see they're quite different. So chapter 6 contains the web serialization of chapters 13 to 16 and so on. So it's quite offset, but that's really cool and thoughtful that they put that in there. So if you are reading from the online version, this goes until web serialization chapter 31. And we'll just read through the chapter titles here. So we've got the prologue, Heaven Official's Blessing. Then chapter 1, The Scrap Immortal, third time entering the heavenly capital. Chapter 2, Three Clowns, night discussion on the palace of tremendous masculinity. Chapter 3, The Ghost Takes a Bride, the crown prince mounts the bridal sedan. That's gonna be a good chapter. Chapter 4, Mountain-Locked Ancient Temple, Forest of Hanging Corpses. Chapter 5, Red-Clad Ghost, The Burning of the Martial and Civil Temples. Chapter 6, Clothes Redder Than Maple, Skin White as Snow. Ho ho! Chapter 7, Puchi Shrine Talks, Gilful Tales of Banue Pass. Chapter 8, Shortened Distance, Adrift in Sandstorms. Chapter 9, Dallying Hualien, Nightfall in Sinner's Pit. Hualien? They've got Hualien written in the chapter? What? What book do you know uses the ship name like that? That's hilarious. Chapter 10, Windmaster in White, Bellowing Sandstorms from Nowhere. No, I love windy. Chapter 11, Poking the Ghost King, the Crown Prince Seeks Truth. Damn, that is so awesome. And then just like a little look inside, the chapter kind of header thing, I think it looks really nice too. It just got this nice little like triangle there. It's just the little things that are really sticking out to me that they put a lot of effort into this. I even think the page number little border thing looks cool. It just makes it seem so like high class. And right here, this is incredible. This would have been so helpful for me when I was reading this. There are footnotes, and there'll be like little numbers where you can look down at the bottom and it will explain something. Usually that's used in Chinese that maybe a Western audience wouldn't understand. So for example, here on yin yan, there's a little 1, and it has the Chinese character, and it means one thought or fleeting thought. This is also the first half of the idiom, wrong decision made in a moment of weakness. MXTX is a really, really good author and puts a lot of like poetry and idioms and stuff like that a lot of Western people like myself don't understand. And it wasn't until talking to other Chinese fans that I was able to understand them. And having these little footnotes so easy to reference here will only like enrich my experience. So I just think it's just so awesome. And something else that I actually wasn't expecting, I didn't know they were gonna do this. There are pictures inside the book of the scenes that the book is talking about. There's not a lot, but when they appear, it's usually for a special moment. Like, look at how cute this is. Sanlong and Xilian on the ox cart. Are you kidding me? That is so cute. So when you get to the very end, it says the story continues in Heaven Official's Blessing Volume 2. We got another butterfly pattern, and then we come to our character and name guide. So this is the coolest thing in the whole world. This literally goes through the names in Chinese and and what they mean. So for Shilian, it says thank, sympathy, or love. And then it shows his heavenly title because a lot of the characters actually have multiple names, which was very confusing for a young character. And then it kind of explains why the title came to be. There's a lot of stuff in here that I actually didn't know about. Some of these are definitely spoilers or like little inside jokes that you wouldn't understand until you finish the full novel. It even goes to things like silent weapons and spiritual objects. For example, Royer is in here. More than just names of people, it also has the names of all the locations. Like, the Banyue place is half moon, which makes sense, which is why in the dub they're called crescentians, like the crescent moon, like a half moon, you know? And it goes even further to explain how Chinese diminutives, nicknames, and name tags work. So for example, in this book, Sanlong calls Shilian Gaga, and if you didn't know why, you can find out why, because Gaga means older brother, or an older male friend, used by someone substantially younger or of lower status. It also notes that it has a cutesier feel than just Ga, which is why it's so cute when Sanlong calls him Gaga. And everyone kind of reacts like, why are you calling him Gaga? You're the Ghost King, you're not cute. There's also a cute little pronunciation guide, which for someone like me, whose every second comment on YouTube is making fun of my pronunciation, I think this is useful. I think this is incredible. You know, it's not Tianguan Sui Fu, it's Tianguan Ci Fu. Probably better than how I was saying it before. The way they're written out is a little bit funny though. Like, for example, Shilian is Xie Lian, Xie Lian, Shilian, Shilian. I don't know, maybe my pronunciation will improve. And then there's just a glossary in the back. There's a whole terminology of things that when I was first reading Danmei, I had no freaking clue. Like, what is a talisman? What is ascension? What are cultivators? Like, are they farming? This goes into all these little words that are a part of like the wuxia genre that you would not understand if you have never read anything like this before, which I had not. And so this is so cool. So even right here, cultivators are practitioners of spirituality and martial arts. Like, that's just so awesome. It even has things like what different colors mean. Like white means death or mourning and it's used in funerals. Or red means happiness and good luck. Like these cultural differences that are so important and ingrained in the story, and knowing about them makes it a richer experience. Even something like this, like coughing or spitting up blood, a way to show a character is ill, injured, or upset. Despite the very physical nature of the response, it does not necessarily mean that a character has been wounded. Their body could simply be reacting to a very strong emotion, kind of like nosebleeds in anime. And then at the very end, we get the ads for Scum Villain and Modazushi, which I also can do little cover reviews for if you'd like. So let me know if that's something that you want to see. And I didn't film a proper outro, so if you guys like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and click subscribe, and also leave a comment if you do want to see more videos like this. Also, I just gotta say that I do have my new Red String of Fate merch out, and you can find that on my Teespring. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!